Good morning. My name is Ryan. This is TKK Collector at the Poke Chalet. Poke Chalet is a little online business my son and I conduct to sell Pokemon cards to the masses here in Canada, up here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And we've been pretty successful. So it's hard not to be successful in this booming market, except, no one can get product, all that fun stuff. So let's talk a little bit about acquiring sealed product. Now, we've been in this, I think this is year 4 for us in terms of our business, and it's been going very different this year, which perfectly fine. What's happening is it takes a long time for your reputation to form in the Pokemon selling hobby, and I think over the last couple of years, we've been like the nobody. Absolutely, like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? But you would see the posts of where to buy Pokemon, and Poke Chalet would never show up as, who you should contact to find stuff. And what we've seen lately is that we are now seeing, people talk about Poke Chalet, and that's really good because our strategy has always been be the best, collect them all, like the customers. So we're seeing our name pop up, and that's excellent. That's what we wanted. We want to be like, look at this guy, look at Poke Chalet, try them for singles, try them for sealed product, all that, whatever. So with that happening, you get a lot more customer interactions, a lot more people quizzing us for, who we are, what we do, all that fun stuff. And we get questions really about pack prices. Now, right now, pack prices are very, very high. And the reason they're high is because right now, everyone wants packs. And when everyone wants packs, when demand is so high, blah, 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 demand high, prices go high. But you have to realize about shops, the corners, the brick and mortars you go to, the vendors you see at the flea markets or at the card shows, the online guys like this guy, we're subject to an increase in demand at distribution. And when distribution gets that, they pump prices. And the reason for that is because if they don't change their prices, if they don't charge more per pack, some big guy is going to go in and purchase everything from them. And what will result is big guy X has all the product in Canada or all the product in area Y or area V. Happens in the States too. So distribution increases prices, but they also hold back product. And people are angry at distribution holding back product, but they do it. Otherwise, it'll get all gobbled up, and they themselves won't have this churn. The churn is so important in a business, and they won't have business. They won't have customers like me interested in them if I go to their website and there's never any product. This happens at every level. You go to someone's website, there's nothing there, nothing for me to buy, nada, then you're not going to be happy. You're going to go elsewhere. The same would happen for distribution. If they didn't increase their prices, if they didn't slowly trickle product out, and unfortunately it's at a higher price, if they didn't do this, then they would lose store customers. Like, I know of another little small online company that was able to establish 2 distribution accounts, and that is a huge deal. Now, it's hard. Starting up with distribution is very hard, especially in this market, and it's hard to grow an account where the distribution trusts this person, trusts this company. Same thing happens with selling to consumer. When you're selling at volume, when you're selling large amounts of an item to a customer, it's not as simple as like, oh, they gave me money, it's done. Over time, when there's continual purchase and cycle and relationship, at the very start, it's very dubious. Like, are they going to do a chargeback on their credit card? They just bought a case of sleeves. That question is there. The same is true for distribution. Are this person going to, not pay me for my product? So anyway, they are charging more. They are releasing less. It causes not just the consumer demand, but the business to business demand goes up, prices go up, and we're stuck paying a lot of money for packs right now. And we recently did a big restock, and it's very nerve-wracking when you do a restock because you're paying a lot more than you've ever paid before for packs. You're paying, you know, you're paying like almost double what you used to pay for packs for product. And the product is not like, it's not booster boxes, it's not ETBs, it's not these like consumer friendly product. It's, build and battles. It's collection boxes. It's cases of sleeves. It's the things that distro wants to get rid of because they're huge, because they're on the books, because they're, distro is just like anybody else. They want to keep the booster boxes and sell them for huge margin. They're small and compact and valuable. They want to keep that and sell it later. They're doing the same thing. So they're releasing all this, the product that's not as great. But the demand is so good in the market right now that people like me are buying it. People like me are collecting, we're not making a lot of money, but we're churning. We're able to get it to people. And we have to make these excuses to our customers. I'm so sorry, it's so expensive. And I do. I'm like constantly saying, oh, I'm so sorry that pack prices are now, it's now $10 a pack for Obsidian, where last year they were an easy $5. And there's a lot of more work. There's a lot more work for us to get packs. I was going to show you guys, so we do a lot of single shipping, and I know this doesn't look clean, but we do a lot of single shipping, and cardboard is so valuable for shipping materials because you want to do a cardboard sandwich whenever you ship anything. And we're having like, this is all like nice straight cardboard, perfect to cut and ship. I mean, look, obviously we've ripped a couple of packs of ogre ponds, and we sell the pack lots, of course. A really great thing has happened recently for a customer of ours, a big customer, who a big customer of ours who buys from us regularly. They actually got a little pack lot of surging, and it was not cheap. It was expensive, but they lucked in. They scored themselves 2 SIR Pikachus. Bang, right after another. Open a pack, SIR Pikachu, another pack, SIR Pikachu. And that's what I was thinking about when we're selling these loose packs, is the gamble. The gamble is much, much greater. Both the rewards and the chance of losses. Because when you're ripping product, it's not like this solid, almost consistent hit rate of a booster box. It's a wild and crazy random. You could get nothing, you could get 2 Pikachu SIRs. So that definitely happens, when you're selling loose pack lots. The gamble has increased. The price has increased, of course. But that's what you got to do. Now, if you're a business, you're always looking for ways to buy more from distribution and sell that product so that you can buy more for distribution. You always want to be growing. And over the course of, I guess I should always say, like, we got so many promo cards from these collection boxes as well. That's Dark Powers EX box. So you want to sell everything you buy, and you don't want to, like, we are a volume company, which means we want to continuously sell our inventory. We don't want to sit on a bunch of inventory. It's great if you're like a vendor and you have this really glorious table of all of this product. But if it doesn't sell, like if you're consistently hauling the same product around, sure, you're increasing the price tag with market, you're not selling it, you're not churning, you're kind of like, shoot, if you're an investor, it's great. Your value is increased. But if you're like interested in the churn, interested in volume, it's not so good. You're not. You will eventually make money on that product, but it's you're not buying from distribution. You're not continually churning. You're not increasing your numbers. Where was I? So we've been attempting to do that. We've been attempting to buy and sell, and to get more customers to be able to buy these packs. Now, as an online store, as someone who has like supply, you often get these emails, and I'm going to tell you two stories, little anecdotes, and I'm being nice here. It's just, and it's someone exterior looking in. And the first one would be the email that you get from the growing rip and shipper, the guy who'd go to Walmart's, clear out shelves, and rip and ship. Now, say what you want about that style. I'd love to be able to supply packs for these rip and shippers because I have access to them. It keeps them away from the Walmarts where, parents and families want to buy Pokemon. But so they contact me, they send an email, and they rip and ship. They do this. They'd like to know what the best price I have on Pack X, Pack Y. So my approach is, I say, well, I'd really like to be supplying a rip and shipper. What I do is I send them an email and I say, here's exactly how much I paid distribution for these. I'm willing to, if you're buying in bulk, over 72 packs, if you're buying in bulk, I'm willing to give these to you if you cover the give, I mean sell, I'm willing to give these to you if you pay basically what I paid plus cover the freight that I paid in order to get it here. So these are people local who would pick it up. And I would give them the distribution bill and I say, here's exactly what I paid. If you pay me this plus what it costs to get it here, then you can take it. You can purchase it from me. And crickets after that. It's because these people, they don't anticipate that the fact that currently demand is high and pack prices are high. They think, okay, well, they make this schmoozy deal. I'm going to buy lots and lots of packs, 100 packs, 200 packs, and you're going to give it to me at like $3 a pack, and we'll make. It's just not possible. So anyway, the rip and shippers they'll email you. They'll want buy a lot of packs. They want to know what the best deal is. You can honestly give them the best deal, and when packs are almost above MSRP at distribution or at MSRP in distribution or above MSRP in distribution, even though you're providing that bulk service, you're saying, okay, I'm going to give you a 5-row filled with packs for you to rip and ship. You don't have to worry about product acquisition. We have a relationship. And when the time comes, when pack prices come down, you'll get the same good deal. Well, crickets. Obviously they wanted $3 a pack, not $8 a pack for Obsidian. So it's understandable. It's people not realizing that stores, they're not trying to pull one over you right now. Some might be, but they're not trying to. So that's one thing that we're seeing. Rip and shippers kind of come into realization that their approach for hitting MSRP at Walmart, they're not thinking ahead. They're not thinking ahead when product does become available, what's going to happen. They're still going to be not having that relationship. It's going to be rough. They'll probably email me later if they're successful in rip and shipper. Then maybe. But anyway, you got to be a very personable person to do rip and ships. You have to be engaging. When you see these TikTok channels with 1,000 viewers and they're just they've established themselves and they're just churning gamblers. But if you're going to be this compelling person who sells stuff, honestly, we would do a rip and ship, and only our friends and family really buy from us, right? So that's how it goes. You need to really develop who you are for successful rip and ship. So that's one thing that happens. The other was, and this happens too, people are seeing the Pokemon market as a reliable way to make some money. So people are always, let's call it arbitrage. They're trying to arbitrage. They're trying to find deals and then leverage the market to make some dollars. So we have these cases coming in of sleeves, and they're not the worst, right? But they're above MSRP. Even sometimes they're not, right? So let's say I had a case of Temporal Forces sleeves, and I was like almost selling them. I was selling them at cost, basically, because I wanted them to move. And like I have this special deal for people who are local, and it was basically, if you're local, you almost get this at cost, because it doesn't cost me anything to give it to you. I don't have to ship it. The risk is much lower for people who are local, and it's what I got it for almost. But there was someone negotiating with me, trying to get, what's my lowest price? What's my lowest price? I'm like, here is my lowest price. This is what I paid for it. I would like my lowest price. And it's like they don't understand that Pokemon sellers, like stores, I mean, sure, most are very busy, but we're also everywhere. We're also like, finger on the market, the pulse of the whole industry, because it's what we like to do. It's our joy, it's our fun, it's our business. It's interesting. And I saw that he was trying to establish, before he bought from me, he was trying to establish that he could sell it for more. And I respect the hustle, but he made up a story about him acquiring these packs over the past year. But he slipped up and he said, oh, I was only paying $5 for them. What can I get for them now? And everybody was like, $5? They would charge $5. So he kind of slipped up. I appreciate the hustle. I would have liked to get him his packs so that he can, work on flipping. If he can buy them from me for $7 and sell them for $8, he can make himself $144. It doesn't sound a lot, but they're sitting on my shelf. I don't mind selling it to him and him hustling. That's part of what being in the card business is you're doing these little activities that benefit you, benefit your business, and benefit your customers. That's what you want to do. So anyway, it's an interesting thing. You see his post. I'm like, he's trying to buy what he wants to buy. He's trying to make up a story about what he's buying for me, and I'm everywhere, guys. You'd be surprised who's lurking in your comments section, watching what the conversations are. I definitely am. I really enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Little comments about running a card store, an online store. It's a really enjoyable pastime for me. And although Kai really likes, he hasn't been on video lately. He does really like it. He does help a lot. But we've been crazy for time, and we hope to see some pack ripping soon. We like collecting. We like opening up some packs. It's hard to do because we also have to pay for the packs that we rip. And we appreciate you guys. I hope you guys hit the like, the subscribe. I'm glad to have you here, and glad to have you here. Talk to you later.